judges what they have to say about this show. Lisa, you first. This is your first time on TV, right? Hosting something. How does it feel?
It feels fantastic. I think this show is especially close to my heart because it's about helping other models groom themselves and, you know, achieve their aspirations. And I think the process has been very emotional for all of us because we've gotten very close to all of the girls, and they all come from very different and diverse parts of the country. And being able to share my experience with them has been very empowering for me.
Wow. Woo! So, I mean, through this entire journey, other than what you've already like known modeling to be as, is there one quality that you think stands out for a model to be on top?
I think a lot of people think modeling is just about looking good and being beautiful and being tall, and while those are attributes you definitely need to have to be a model, it's a lot more about your creativity and your talent and your hard work. I think that to be a model is actually, well, modeling is actually an art, and I think what I expect and what I looked for the most in these girls is how much of that they could bring to the table, how much of their personality, persona, character, experience, style, and all of these various things. You know, to be a, when you are a top model, you're shooting for really big magazines like Vogue and Harper's Bazaar and Elle and Cosmopolitan, and you're not even advertising brands. You have to tell, and Debbie will tell you this, these editorials are called stories, and these stories have no words, and you have to enact and create and tell stories with your eyes and your body language and fashion and clothes. So understanding all of these things is very important. So I think creativity is number one, and relationships as well, building good relationships with people.
Wow, that is insightful. But is there something that you would want all of the girls sitting at home, aspiring right about now to be a model? Is there something they should know before they enter this industry?
I mean, there's probably a few things that they should know. One is that it's definitely hard work. And secondly, I think actually the second thing I would say is, you know, have good relationships with all the people that you work with. Dabu will tell you more about this as well. Nobody likes a bitch model. And secondly, I think be objective with yourself. I always say you model because you can. So back to those attributes like height and you know, just beautiful features, etc., etc.
How about you? Do you think your modeling career helped you in Bollywood?
I think everything has helped me down the way. I think when you are a model in this country, directors do look at you and wonder, oh, does she want to get into films? That's always a natural question. But I don't think it helped per se, because once I became an actor, a lot of people didn't think that I could act, and that was a preconceived notion or perception that I had to work very hard to break down. And the only way that you can do that is by just working really hard and working to prove people wrong. So while it did have its advantages because I got seen, it also had disadvantages because people just thought that I was talentless and just looked good all the time. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to both, but I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go with Mr. Gaba.
I thought I'd be the last.
No.
Just saying. Yes.
I mean, how has your experience on this show been different?
Okay, all the models that I have worked with, they all have been modeling. So like I'm associated with Lakme Fashion Week, or was it Mintra Fashion Weekend, or other fashion properties. बहुत कम chances होते हैं when you see a fresh model walking such ramps, though they do auditions and everything. But when I came to India's Next Top Model, the best thing that I found was that most of them were raw. एक आटा जिसको आप गूंद सकते हो ना, उसको आप shape दे सकते हो. I am very Hindi and very basic in my being, so I will give you those examples only. So they all were as raw as one could be molded, or one would want to be at a stage to be molded into. So we have tried our level best, and we are just hoping that when you see them, you also realize that yes, they've been molded into good top models.
So are there any prospective top models in this raw atta that you found?
You know what? See MTV's India's Next Top Model, and you'll get to know.
Wow, I can't wait. Let's speak to Anusha, our favorite. Okay, I'm wondering what I should ask you.
Whatever you like, honey.
I could just talk.
Tell me, how has this show been different from everything else that you've done with MTV before?
Well, I have to say that this is a show that I've been waiting for 2 years, Addie. We've been waiting for this show to happen, and it's just been a dream come true because I've been a part of so many shows for MTV. MTV is my family, and I've been doing fashion for so long, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. I've met different VJs across the world. I've done different shows of music, fashion, everything. But India's Next Top Model, when I used to watch America's Next Top Model when I was little, I used to think, oh my God, one day I have to do this show, because hosting is just about having that one dream, and this was it. And I loved being a part of it. And, you know, if I ever have to finish my career as a host in life,